Welcome back everybody to another video. I'll be going over my Dory list that I played at Battle Hardened Sonoma. I went 5-2 and finished at 10th. I doubled out from top 8. I lost my last round unfortunately, and so far the deck really stood out. It really felt good against a lot of the Syndra players I played. Anything aggro, I just felt like I could do it better. Especially if you don't like to block. So Dory is really good in this meta right now, and I'm just going to be going over my list to see what I need to change, what was beneficial on running, what I can maybe cut, what I maybe can play more of. I'm not sure, so I'll be going over that. Hopefully you guys can comment below and see maybe what I should change, what I need to be doing better. Just different metrics I can be using going forward in this ProQuest season, because I do tend to play, well, I do want to play this at my local ProQuest. Is either going to be this or Kasai, but I think Dory is just good and she's really fun to play. So Warriors are looking good. I got off the Gravy train for this meta. Gravy's good, but Dory just seems like a safer pick. So we'll start with the equipment slots. Brave Forged Bracers. Playing Brave Forged Bracers over Ironsong. Just get that extra pump on the second swing, especially when it comes to playing against the aggro matches. If they do tend to block, they will block on my second swing most of the time, because there's no point of them blocking on the first swing unless they know they can block without a reaction coming through. So usually they take the first hit and then they're blocking the second, so that Brave Forge is to pump and get that, maybe that break point to 6 to a 7 or 3 to a 4, you know. So I like Brave Forge Bracers. Ironsong you could play also, especially into the longer games like the Flooring and the Verdants. Ironsong I think is more beneficial, but I stuck with Bracers because I was hoping and expected for mostly a Syndra-IO KO meta, and that's really what it was. Crown of Providence, it's a good pick, just lets me sink a card when I need to. And most of the time it came in really clutch, sinking my arsenal. Just those CNCs coming at me, any arsenal hate, I use Crown of Providence. Especially if it's an aggro matchup, I just use it early to make the best of my hand. So Crown of Providence is definitely the way to go. Dawnblade Dory, can't go wrong. So obviously you're playing Dawnblade. Grains of Blood Spill. So I mainboard Grains. This it just gives you so much value over the course of the game. Most of the times I will have like an extra resource if I just have 0 cost pumps. So I usually either want to Grains or a Brave Forge. Most of the time I'm using Grains because I just want to pay that forward. Most of the time you would want to get that +1, but I don't know, most of my matches I was just thinking ahead, so I always Grains when I could, just if I got disrupted, or if I had a full block, I had that one resource to at least swing for 3 to 4 or 5 depending how many counters. So Grains, tremendous value. It's one of the best chess pieces you could play. Refraction Boulders, on hit go again, it's a must. Using this early against a long matchup can suck, but sometimes it just has to be done. Against a Syndra or KO, most of the time you're using this early just to get the value out of it if you don't have a go again hand, which is usually, it shouldn't be a problem, but sometimes it just really is. If you get that unsheathed turn and you don't have a counter, or you have no way to pump it, you don't have an Ironsong Determination, you just have to use bolters. And if you do, you do. Especially when it comes to a Syndra or KO match, when it's only going to be 3 to 4 turns, using it turn 1's no big deal. Alright, let's go to main board. Starting with the reds. So You guys probably see the CNCs right here. So I played 3 CNCs. I caught people off guard. Because if I had like a trot long, coming in for like six go again or something like that, they would just block it or just take it. If they take it, then I'm swinging another Dawn Blade attack to threaten counter. If they block, then I'm swinging CNC, hitting their arsenal. They're either full blocking, giving me equipment, or they're losing their arsenal. Most of the time, they just lost arsenal. So, a little disruption in there when I need it. So CNC felt really great. I think coming to ProQuest season, I might be taking these out though and putting Sharpened Steels in to go more of a Dawnblade-esque build, straight aggro, like go tall, like first attack go tall. Like I think that's the way to play Dory right now. So CNCs felt good. You can and can't play them. Just depends on your playstyle and your meta. Um, Honestly, I think against like Syndra, you don't even need these. You don't really need to disrupt. Most of the time, they're not having an arsenal unless they like hit off a mask late and they want an arsenal pass. But most of the time, they're just sending full hand. Blade Fury, you just have to have Blade Flurries. It's a 0 for 4 most of the time. So, the best pump in the game if they don't like to block. Ironsong response, sometimes it's deck card, sometimes it's just straight gas. Most of the time, I just sing Steel Blade into this if I just want to push damage over. So, Ironsong response always felt great. One red overpower, I honestly probably only played this once, and I think it was turn 0 when I went first. I knew they were just going to block like full hand that turn, so I wasn't going to get a counter. So I just overpowered for 6 and got 6 through. So it felt good. Them starting at 34, and I was fine with that. And I won that match. That was against Syndra actually. Puncture. This actually won me a game against my round 5 Syndra. Round 5, yes, round 5. I played against Syndra. I had tempo the whole time. I went second. Started great. I used my boots early because I just misplayed on an unsheath. I thought for some reason my brain wasn't working, and I was trying to pump it to give it go again when that's not how it works. Make sure you guys read the card. It explains the card. So I recovered off of that. I just used my bolters early. It was only 2 turns, and the game was over. Their turn 1 was really bad. It was double Ravenous Ravel, but there was a blue on top. So coming in for 2 go again, 2 go again, I just use armor. No mass trigger, no nothing. It was clean. And I had a Glistening Steel Blade turn where I got 3 counters. They didn't block. So once I had 3 counters, it was game over. The last match, or the last turn of that match, he full blocked hand and all of his armor to block 14. And Puncture actually put me to 15 because he blocked with equipment. And I had go again on hit because I played a Warrior's Valor. So he was at 13 and I had 3 counters, so I would have ended that turn him being at 6 with 4 counters, and he had no armor. Absolutely no armor and no hand for that next turn, so he conceded on the spot. So Puncture, I think, is definitely a 3 of. It's just super good. It can be a 1 for 4. A 1 for 3 isn't too bad. A 1 for 4 is even better. Route, that's your ender. Like if you sing Steel Blade into a route to end the game, it feels great, and that will happen, and it feels great when it does. So you play 1. Usually I pitch it to get it second cycle if it would go to second cycle. If not, then I tend not to like to tuck this in Arsenal, but if I have to, I will. If it's close to the end game, then tucking in Arsenal is fine. But other than that, I don't like to tuck it. Balls of War, it's a on-demand go again. It's 2 for go again. It's just good. It's 2 is okay, but the go again you need. So it's a pump. It's a go again. Copper tokens don't really matter, but this could be a 2 of, but I'm playing a 3 of. Steel Blade Supremacy. That's your bread and butter. +2 on hit, draw a card. This with a unsheath with an Ironsong Determination, your hand is just insane. So that combo is just crazy if it lines up. Unsheath with Steel Blade is still good too, coming in for 8 go again. And then use your bolters to give go again. It has go again. Sorry. Draw a card, because if you have a pump, you're hitting, drawing a card, you're just going wide. 20 blade also could be a good combo with it. Warrior's Valor, just a non-hit go again, +3. It's a must. Glistening Steel Blade, a lot of people play 3. I'm playing 2. Sometimes they can just be bad, especially if you're playing against a defensive deck. If you're playing against a defensive deck, this can be just, they're just blocking no matter what. If you're trying to go to the fatigue route, you can, and just play this so you can just bait cards. But other than that, you're probably just taking these out for like Verdant, Florian. my round 5 was Verdant. The Syndra I was actually playing was round 6. That was the one I beat. My round 5 was a loss against Verdant, and I tried a fat deck, but it didn't work. I really didn't practice into the matchup. I knew it was my worst matchup. Any Earth Hero. I dodged Florian's, but Verdant was tough. He just had a Channel Millennium Tree. He saw, I think, all 3 of them. He saw 2 Light Leaves and a Burn Bear, and just Storm Sharders killed me. So I couldn't do anything about that. But Glistening Steel Blade against a Syndra, -IO, anybody that doesn't like the block, this thing is money. Like, getting 3 counters in 1 turn is absolutely insane. And especially if you can line this up with a pump like Blade Runner or a Ironsong Response, if they don't have a reaction, then they're screwed. You're just getting a counter no matter what. Ironsong Determination paired with that, or paired with Steel Blade Supremacy, just feels amazing. Having Dominate, forcing their armor early, seeing this early, like turn 1, or if you're going second, it's just great, because that they have to use armor most of the time, or they'll just let you hit, say screw it, I'm on Syndra, I'm gonna just out aggro you. At that point, you're not. If you have this combo and I end with 3 counters, trust me, I can block with 2 cards and just keep going. That's when Dawnblade is just insane. That's what makes it like the best weapon in the game sometimes. Seeing Steel Blade, that's just a must. You play 3. I see a lot of places playing 2. The guy that top 8'd at Sonoma, he only played 2, I believe, or 2 and 1 in sideboard. But yeah, he played 2. This into a route or this into overpower always feels great to end the game. Most of the time, if you don't have a go again, and you know for sure you're hitting, then getting a glint to draw a card and have go again always feels nice. Twinning Blade lets you attack again. So if like saying against a Syndra, if you get attacked 3 times in a turn, that always feels great. Or if you need a sidestep, if you have natural go again, they overblock, you sidestep them with Twinning Blade and attack again. That feels great. Most of the time they know how to play against a Dory, so they can play around the Twinning Blade, but other than that, Twinning Blade, this might be cut down to 2, because most of the time I just never used it as its intended use, and most of the time it was just a pitch card. And don't Arsenal this, because I Arsenal this against a Bolton, and I had to just play it just to get it out of my arsenal. Like I by the way, I played that match horribly. It was my last match to get into top 8, and I got destroyed by Bolton. It sucked. The Bolton wasn't even going to make top 8 anyways, and he just slammed me. But then again, that's what happens when you don't practice a matchup. I don't play against Bolton. I don't have Bolton players near me. It's just a deck I wasn't expecting to play, and I got slapped for it. So, and he high rolled. So, it is what it is. So Warrior's Valor. These I might pump up to 3. They always feel good. +2 on hit go again. Most of the time they're blocking so you don't get go again and you pump over. They just hope you don't pump over. So these might be a 3 just to have more go again, because you can't go wrong with just having more go again in the deck. Okay, going into the blues, Beat of Ironsong. Beat of the Ironsong. This card won me against Prism. So I played Prism round 4 against my buddy Bill. Actually, he's a local, and I didn't see it all the first 4 turns, because I think it went to 5 or 6 turns. And I saw it when I needed it. I had a he did have a board state turn 3, but I seeing Steel Blade into a Jagged Edge because I played 1 sideboard. I to board wipe, and then about 2 turns later, that's when I ended the game. Didn't see this. He didn't know I had it. I think he forgot it existed, honestly. And when I came in for lethal, he only blocked for 3, and he was hoping to have his angels suck up. He had angel and 2 spectral shields to soak up the rest, so he could have a full grip to kill me, because I was at 2, he was at 5, and I beat the Ironsong, can't prevent damage, and it ended the game. It was awesome. It felt great. Prism is a tough match, but with this, it makes it so much better and playable. So it was definitely a close game, great game, but this card is goated when it comes to that. And also, just anything that's trying to gain defense, this thing is just insane. It has so many modes. If you have a bunch of counters, you could just do everything, but you can just choose the mode you need at that time. So this is like one of the best blues in the deck. Next to Glint, just on demand go again. Draw a card if they block. Can't go wrong. Hit and run. Blue block 3 gives me go again. Same with Trot Along. Blue block 3 gives me go again. Nip at the heels. It's just a +1. It's a blue block 3. Most of the time you're pitching. If I need to get one over and I need to play this, and then I'm playing it. Overpower. This is just the blue that I could pitch, stack, second stack goal, and if I have to get one, because if they're just trying to play the +3, then this gets the +1 because it gets +4. Gets that 1 over to end the game or get me that damage I need. Provoke. Most of the time I didn't use Provoke for its intended use. I use it just to pitch or block, but Provoke can be disruptive against like a Syndra if they don't like the block and I want to disrupt them like turn 1. I'll just provoke them, tell them give me a card. I'm still dealing damage if I'm coming in for like 6 go again or something like that. So I can screw their turn. Yeah, I'm out 3 damage, but I don't care. Like I'd rather take a card that's put a potential mass trigger. So provoke does feel good against like the aggro like Syndra or Dash IO, something like that. And Blue Warriors Valor, enough said about that. +1 go again. It's just a go again. Most of the time you're pitching it, but if you need go again, there's something. Going to sideboard, I played 1 Jagged Edge for that Prism matchup. Wasn't really expecting to see it because of the meta right now, but I did see it, and it let me clear a board, and it was awesome. 3 Shelters, played that for Syndra, and I played that for Verdance. Verdance, it didn't really matter, but for Syndra, it didn't really matter either, because both my Syndra games, I played Syndra round 1 and round 6. Syndra round 1, I didn't even see it nor needed it. I just high rolled and I went second. Both my Syndra games I went second, and it was a cakewalk. Both games I finished above 20. I played 3 Sigils for the Verdance matchup. Against my round 2, I played against a Jarl, and that actually honestly probably won me the game, having these 3 Sigils. I played all 3 of them. I ended at 5. I think I was at 2. He was at 5. I was able to route and kill him. And it sucks because at the end we had like an error coming when it came to life totals. Honestly, I think he missed me blocking the turn before. I think he thought I only blocked 3 when I blocked 5. It was a miscommunication. It resorted and it was solved, but it was kind of weird. But Sigil did get me that life buffer I need throughout the game and close the game. It helped me close the game. 4 sinks, enough said. It's sync. 2 Emboldened Blades. People always shit on this card, but I love it. Against Verdance, I played it. I got to hit a shelter, so it didn't really change much of the game. But seeing that and hitting a shelter felt great. Kabuto played that against Bolton. Didn't really matter. He saw all 3 his Luminas. I blocked this on the second Lumina turn, which I feel like I should just save it for the last one, or if I'm trying to go aggro first one. Like I said, I didn't really know much about Bolton nor the matchup, and my hands were shitty. He was high rolling. Yeah, it was like a feel bad game. Like, it's just, I felt like I couldn't do anything, and he just had everything. He even said he high rolled. He drew into the beacon at perfect timing. But yeah, it's good against Bolton when it works. Null 2 for Syndra. Null 1, I'll play the Hood. You play Hood against Florian or Vincent. But yeah, that's the deck. It felt great. You know, it went 5-2. Syndra just feels great in this meta right now. If you want to pick her up, she's super cheap to build. $1,000. I don't know, is that $1,000? Take the CNCs out. That drops at what, $250. I don't play any Fables. Everything else seems. Oh, don't even play. You don't even have to play Shelters. You probably should, but if you think about it, if you take the Shelters out and you take the CNCs out, you definitely need all these equipment. I mean, it drops, by half with just those 6 cards. So if you want to build like a cheap and good deck, Dawnblade Dory's definitely the way to go. Just to go over my matches again, round 1 was Syndra. That was a win. Second round was Jarl. That was a win. Tough, but it was a win. Third round was KO. It was against my buddy's friend. She was really cool. Sage, shout out. She didn't really know the matchup, but I got the win, and I kind of gave her tips on if she sees Dory again, take these out. She did whiff on a Wild Ride, showing a No Fear, and I was like, you shouldn't even be playing those, by the way. It was funny because I think her round 6 or round 7, she played against another Dory and won, because of what I was telling her about Dory. So that's awesome. So you learn with your losses. That's literally the point of it. You learn from your losses, you pick yourself back up, you go play more, and she won. So that's awesome. But against the KO, going second and just getting those counters when they don't like to block, it sets tempo. And then she had a fridge, but she blocked super early with her fridge of armor, so it just helped me close out the game turn 5, turn 6. Round 4 is again Prism, killed that with a beat to board wipe them. Verdance was a loss. I just couldn't do anything against Verdance. I think she was at like 20. Just kept getting life. She just saw everything. Syndra, that was a W. Very, very short game. I high rolled. In reality, I just high rolled. Made a couple mistakes. He was unlucky off his Ravenous Rabble, Ravino Blue. It just all lined up for me. And then I lost to Bolton, which was a feel bad, and we both didn't make top 8, so that's cool because I got the down pair. But yeah, other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a comment below, like, subscribe. I try to do this when I have a good list and I do good somewhere, then I just go over my matches. But ProQuest is coming up in 2 weeks for my locals, and I'm probably going to be bringing Dory maybe something else. If I do, then I'll be posting on X or on here what I'm going to be playing. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Stay safe.